Thailand is a constitutional monarchy, with King Maha Vajiralongkornbodongradabaya Rama X, as head of state. In 2019 the country held the first national election after 5 years of rule by a junta-led National Council for Peace and Order. The National Council backed Palang Pracharath Party and 18 supporting parties won a majority in the lower house and retained as Prime Minister National Council leader Prayut Chan-o-cha, the leader of the 2014 coup and the retired army general. The election was generally peaceful with few reported irregularities, although a restrictive legal framework and selective enforcement of campaign regulations by the Election Commission favored Palang Pracharath-aligned parties. The Royal Thai Police and the Royal Thai Armed Forces share responsibility for law enforcement and the maintenance of order within the country. Police report to the Office of the Prime Minister, the Armed Forces report to the Ministry of Defense. The Border Patrol Police have special authority and responsibility in border areas to combat insurgent movements. Civilian authorities generally maintain control over security forces. There were reports that members of the security forces committed a variety of abuses. Significant human rights issues included credible reports of torture and cases of cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment by government officials, arbitrary arrest and detention, political prisoners, political interference in the judiciary, arbitrary and unlawful interference with privacy, serious restrictions on freedom of expression and media, including arrests and prosecutions of those criticizing the government, censorship, and the use of lèse-majesté and criminal libel laws, serious restrictions on internet freedom, interference with the freedom of peaceful assembly and freedom of association, restrictions on freedom of movement, restrictions on political participation, serious government corruption, harassment of domestic human rights organizations, lack of investigation of and accountability for gender-based violence, and significant restrictions on workers' freedom of association. Authorities took some steps to investigate and punish officials who committed human rights abuses or engaged in corruption. Official impunity, however, continued to be a problem, especially in the southernmost provinces, where martial law remained in effect in Yala, Patani, and Mardi Wat provinces and 4 districts of Songkhla, while the South Emergency Decree was in effect in all but 9 districts in Yala, Patani, and Mardi Wat provinces. In each of the 9 districts where the emergency decree was lifted in 2011, internal security provisions of the law were subsequently invoked. Insurgents in the southernmost provinces committed human rights abuses and made attacks on government security